All right, y'all, for all my Cutlass fans, we got something special for you today. We got a 1969 convertible Cutlass 442. True 442. It's a 336 car, 455. So before we get into this is your first time here, we take you all around the car. Exterior, interior, we throw it on the rack so you can see the floors, and we take it on a test drive. Try to show as much of the vehicle as we can. Obviously, you can't see every single thing through video, so if you're interested in purchasing, give us a call, 256-801-4409, and we can do a FaceTime. So, getting into it, again, 442, 1969, iconic black and white. I'm not going to call it the bow tie, just because, you know, I know that's kind of like a Chevy thing, but iconic black and white. Got it sitting on a set of Mastercraft tires with the Cutlass rallies. Paint's pretty solid, probably a little bit better than driver's quality. You are going to have some imperfections. Obviously, it's black paint. Car is a little bit dirty now. All the bay doors stay open, so we get a lot of dust and stuff flying through. Door seems to be properly aligned. Got a little bit of clear failure going on right up in this area. So again, it's not perfect. Wheel trim showing there. As we come to the rear, I don't see any waves or dents to point out in the quarters. We'll check it out underneath. Has a black top. Pretty sure this has been replaced at some point in time, which we'll show once at the when we put the top up. It's got new pads. Maybe somebody only did the pads, but we'll check it once we put it up. Obviously, the rear spoiler. Like I said, paint, driver's quality for sure. Rear bumper, not horrible. You do have a little bit of pitting that started. These bumpers are relatively easy to find unless you want to re-chrome it. And once we put it on the rack, we'll check out underneath for any like little dents and things like that. Driver side, no waves or dents. Body lines look pretty solid. Wheel trim intact. Windshield looks solid. I do not have any rock chips or any stars anywhere, so pretty solid there. One thing I do like, somebody did add on the mirrors on both sides. We get these comments all the time about, oh, cars missing a passenger mirror, missing a passenger mirror. And a lot of people don't know that was not a requirement until you really got to like the 80s. So a lot of these cars that have rear view mirrors, it was either an option that was added on or somebody did it themselves. So. But I like that though, it's a clean look. Here's the front of the vehicle. Front bumper looks good. I don't see any pitting, any rust. Hood looks good. You got your fiberglass hood. And I already got it popped, so let me pull this up. Very weird, fiberglass hood and the springs still aren't strong enough to keep it up. Might need a little bit of adjusting, I'm not sure. But either way, you got your 455. It's an AC equipped car with vintage air. Looks like it's got a new alternator, big Moroso air breather, aluminum radiator, and electric fans. There we go. So let's drop this, lock this so I remember when we drive it. Grab the keys, check out the trunk. Interior looks pretty nice. It's got what's that? 88 Monty that we'll have coming soon. LS swap. Oh, this trunk is not. Oh, there we go. Little stiff lock. Trunk is relatively clean. It's been carpeted. We'll check the trunk pans once we put it on the rack. OG parts. Not too much stuff you're going to use, but some window seals, things like that. Strike kit if you decide to do that. And the convertible boot cover. So. Alright. Interior. Nice interior. Black. Seems like these seats might have been redone at some point in time, because I am not showing any wear patterns or rips of any kind. Carpet also appears to be new. Black always fades from the sun. We do have headrests. We had to order some new ones, so those are coming in. The vehicle will come with headrests. Passenger seat looks good. No rips, no tears. And our door panels. So I'm 100% sure these have been redone. Very, very nice interior. Dash is not perfect. I'm noticing that this glove box is misaligned. I don't have any cracks there. And of course, we got our iconic Cutlass shifter. So, soft closed door. I didn't have to slam it. That's always a plus. Get on over to the driver's side. Again, interior, super clean. I really do like these door panels. Nice and tight. Driver's seat, no rips or tears. Aftermarket Grant steering wheel. Odometer 79,000. Give me a moment, we'll do this. Man, I just thought I was shooting a video for 5 minutes, then came back, wasn't even recording. So crazy. We starting over. I'll check everything. Oil pressure is coming up, no issues there. Temp is coming up, no issues. Voltage does not appear to be accurate. Radio does work. Just so you guys can see, turn that back off. Apologize. Like I said, I did all of this and then obviously I wasn't recording, so stupid me. Vintage AC does work. You guys can hear the fan. It also is blowing cold. Clock does not work. Speedometer is working. Mileage reads 79,112. Tank reads half, but if you guys know how I feel, no way to know if them tanks are accurate unless you've actually done the swap on the sender and everything yourself. So horn works, right turn signal shows and works, left is working but it does not show in the gauges. I'll put the top up once we get it on the rack like I always do. Motor sounds good. Throttle tip in is a little aggressive, but let me turn this off. She does sound good. Steering wheel is a little on the tighter side, which I love. I don't know if it's just because of the steering. The steering box has been upgraded, but I love my A-bodies not being loose all over. So it feels good. Alignment feels good, but the steering wheel is not clocked appropriately. Brakes feel normal, nothing special. I'm assuming disc in the front, drums in the rear, but we'll check once we get there. I don't have any windows rattling in the doors. No weird exhaust leaks. No weird noises at all. So feels solid. Suspension is a little on the firmer side. Also how it should be in A-bodies. So all right, I'm gonna get her on the rack and we will check out underneath. Right, we got the Cutlass up on the rack. Starting with the rear. Rear bumper looks pretty solid. We got a couple little dings here and there, about to be expected. New gas tank, no signs of leaks. Frame extensions, trunk pans, frame looks solid. Looks like factory original undercoating. The exhaust has clearly been done at some point in time because these boys always rust out. Actually, disc brakes all the way around. Drilled. So they got a disc brake conversion. Factory 12 volt. Gotta love that. Box trailing arms. And they got tubular upper controls. So somebody had this out and did a little bit of work. Probably when they did the disc brakes. But kind of nice. And they replaced the bushings too. Alright, well, that's a good look. Let's go ahead and move on down the passenger side. New brake lines. Frame looks solid. New fuel lines, sorry. Floor looks good. Have no spots. Don't look like anything's been replaced. Coming down the driver's side, does have a new brake line. Frame and floors look good. No signs of leak from the oil or trans pan. It was something else I was looking at. I was gonna say looked like it was new, and I can't remember what it was now. Oh, the body mounts. I might be wrong, but that looks new. Maybe not from the bottom. The top one looks extra thick though. They don't normally be that thick, but who knows. Move this out the way. It's got a new starter on it. Nothing that really matter. Disc brakes in the front as expected. No signs of leaks anywhere. So it's a very solid car underneath. Front bumper looks average. No issues there. Gonna come on down this passenger side. Mastercraft tires. Tire depth looks good. This is dirty. I'm not gonna worry about some of the fading in the paint because again, this is a black car. So like I said, it's driver's paint. It's something that you'll probably want to get done anyway. And then coming down the driver's side, A little bit of cracks in the paint right there. I don't know if you can see it good. That's about a foot away from the car. All right, I'm gonna start this thing up. Been sitting for like 2 hours. I took a break in between the video, so just warm her up. Top button. This almost looks like a new top with the pads, but it might just be the pads. The rails look beautiful. I wouldn't be surprised if these have been sanded and painted down. Normally I see some bubbling, some rust and all of that. These rails look beautiful though. They look nice and smooth. So I'm pretty sure those have been redone. Let me get up out of here. Turn these lights on. Vinyl top, glass back. Looks like it's in good condition, so no issues there. So, you interested in this 69? Give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. Also give us a call, 256-801-4409.